Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and today we are checking out the brand new VR interactive experience, Café Âme, for the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2. Now, this has been making the rounds recently. It's been on a lot of YouTube channels, and I'm very excited to be playing this demo because I have always had a soft spot for non-game interactive experiences like Blockton and Der Große Gottlieb from Daniel Ernst and the Shoebox Diorama, for Sightline the Chair, just all these demos where you kind of sit in one place and take in an environment and just enjoy it, and there's no other point to the experience. I think they can be really effective, really powerful, and I'm really looking forward to checking out this one. So the developer of this experience is named Otherworld Interactive, and Otherworld Interactive, I believe, is made out of 4 people. At least 4 people worked on this particular project. They are Robin Gray, Michael Murdoch, Andrew Goldstein, and Logan Verhoef. That's 2 artists, a producer, and a game developer. Now, this particular team has been hard at work for a long time. Otherworld Interactive has created 6 demos that I know of that are listed on their project page, and they are all VR demos, and they've all been targeting, most of them targeting the Oculus Rift. So they created 2 games about interacting with music and responding to music. They created an experience called Spacewalk, which was shown at Tribeca 2014. It's just what it sounds like, a spacewalk experience. That was way back in April, Tribeca. And they created a mobile VR horror experience called Sisters. And so they're all over the map. And they created an action game, a space battle game called Robo-Obliteration. So every game they've done is kind of radically different in a new way. And so they've been doing this incredible job of really exploring the space and working on lots of different things. And I definitely want to check out more of their stuff. But today, I'm going to be focusing on this one demo. So briefly, their purpose of this demo, as they describe it. So they say, at Otherworld, we love experimenting with new forms of narrative. Café Âme is meant to be a very comfortable, non-game VR experience. We had 2 goals for this project, ambience and embodiment. For the first, we let ourselves use all of the polygons we wanted, lights and physical shaders. For the second, we took advantage of Oculus DK2's positional tracker. So that gives you a hint of what's to come. Without further ado, we're going to dive in there and see what this cafe is all about. Let's go. Alright, here we are. Otherworld presents Café Âme. I can hear people chattering in the background. I've got my table with my cup of coffee right here. I hear a buzzing. And then, what's happening? Oh, this is cool. Whoa! Okay, apparently I am a robot with big blue eyes. That's pretty cool. I've got robot arms and a robot head that I can see plainly reflected in the window. Very cool, very cool. And I love how the avatar is responding to the DK2 positional tracking. That sliding motion is not very natural, though. And it looks like I'm doing a drawing. Am I drawing myself? Le fantastique espèce de 01 3 robot. So that appears to be an advertisement for myself. Apparently this is a future in which I am being sold as a commodity, so that's just great. I love this atmosphere, though. This quiet after-hours cafe is so peaceful. Just the music playing softly in the background. Rain on one side, I can hear it on the right. Clock ticking on the other side of the bar there. I can just imagine, like, in Paris at night, just sitting in this cafe with my coffee. It's more like a soup bowl full of coffee. It's kind of big. And it's a beautiful scene. I can really imagine just hanging out here for a long... Whoa, the picture got bigger. That is cool. Looks like I am drawing... Wait, when did I draw that? I didn't see myself draw anything. That is interesting. Apparently this game has some sightline mechanics where your drawing gets bigger when you look away from it. So that's cool. But yeah, I really... They did a beautiful job with the shaders, making everything look really, really, really just gorgeous. And especially on the window, those raindrops. I love the way those raindrops on the window look. As you lean left and right in front of the window, how the background moves behind it. Just looks really, really cool. And of course, the robot avatar is just awesome. Like, I wish I could actually be this robot now. And I could just, like, walk into cafes and be like, give me a coffee, I'm a robot. What do you mean I don't have a mouth or stomach? Shut up. I don't care if you're closed. I'm gonna sit here in your cafe. I'm a robot. I do what I want. Looks like the drawing is finished. Oh, and is the demo over? Fine. Apparently the demo is over. So, pro tip, you can hit spacebar to restart the demo. I read that in the docs. So that's the picture I was drawing. That's a very cool picture. I wonder if that was like concept art for the original game and they decided to like throw it into the game. I can actually read some of this advertisement now. La machine la plus utile du monde. The most useful machine in the world. Le fantastique, the fantastic. SP201, 3-4 robot. And it says mobilité complète, so complete mobility. So my robot can walk around, which is pretty handy. So yeah, that is Café Âme. So I'm gonna go run through it one more time because it is such a short demo. I kind of wish it had an endless mode because when you look at like say Blockton or one of those demos that is intentionally created to never end. This is a very different experience where you can only do it for a few minutes before it ends. And that can make it hard if you want to just like hang out in this coffee shop for a long time and chill, which is something you might reasonably want to do. Alright, let's get back in here. Here we are again. I like how it's dark at first outside, just all the lights are off. And then they come on. It starts lighting things up, and you can see all the names. Grand Ristorante. That is not French. I believe that's Italian. Metro. So there's the train. Very cool. Very cool. And there's so much to look at in this environment. There's like that stuff up there. No matter how far you lean, you can always see more stuff outside the window. So it's quite a large environment, really. Even though you can't move around, you can look around quite a lot of it. I like how they have this bar right next to your face, so you really have to lean to look around the bar. So they force you to use that mechanic, and then that allows them to show off the inverse kinematics with their robot avatar. So this is all very well designed. I like that a lot. And I love the steam effect on the coffee, and the way they do the thing with the drawing. That's really cool. I like how the drawing fits into how they're doing this kind of Zayroost aesthetic, where it's like a 50s scene, except that there are like robots from the future, and they apparently sit in coffee shops and draw themselves. And the name Café Âme, if you're not familiar, actually is French for soul, which is very suitable for a demo about a robot who may or may not have a soul, but at least you are looking from their perspective. By the way, this is a total aside, but if this is the first video I've done where I'm de-warping the video so that you can watch it on your monitor without any of the DK2's warping, and you can see all the straight lines being straight, just like I'm seeing them here inside the Rift. And I just want to get your impressions of that and how you like it compared to showing the bubbles. So let me know what you think of the new unwarping. But yeah, I love this scene. It's very, very peaceful. And I would love to hang out here for just like half an hour, just chilling, lying back in my chair with my coffee, listening to the music, listening to the rain falling down. And the positional audio is very simple because it is, it's just a fixed environment. And but it does appear to be moving with my head. So if I turn like this, the rain is on my right hand side. If I turn like this, it's in front of me. If I turn like this, it's on my left. So there is positional audio. I didn't show you last time the menu. So the menu is behind me. I can't read most of the menu. Plat du jour. Smoking du moment. Dessert du moment. So this is just a list of all of the foods and drinks that the cafe is serving. I can't read the handwriting on all of them, partly due to resolution, partly due to my French sucking. And that appears to be some kind of person there, but they're like super blurry in that oval portrait. I don't know what's up with that. Like, is that like the owner's wife? Or like, is that who I was before I became a robot? I don't even know. I don't know. Am I the owner of this coffee shop? And is this coffee shop owned by a robot? What's with that radio being like, why do we have robots and we also have a radio the size of a briefcase? This is such a weird, eclectic aesthetic. But I like it a lot. And it's really well done, and I can really tell that some awesome artists put their efforts into this demo. And the ceiling fans are great. I like how the ceiling fans just kind of subtly turn because they're not on. And there's not really a wind in here. But even in real life, ceiling fans, if there's just a little breeze, a little unbalanced, they'll turn around a little bit. So that's kind of cool, and I like how it draws your eye upwards and forces you to look more at the full environment and the ceiling. And I'd say if there was anything I could criticize is that some of the models are kind of low poly, and I think they had to do that just to meet the frames per second requirement of the DK2. I am getting a very, very solid 75 frames a second in this though, and that's pretty impressive. I have no problem looking around. Even from the first time I ran it, I was just a solid 75 all the time, no judder, everything absolutely perfect. Other people might not be so lucky. If you're having trouble with it, go ahead and post a comment. I'll try and help you out. I am running this in secondary display only mode, which is where my monitor is turned off. That's where I almost always run demos, and it does make it a lot easier to get a solid frame rate. But yeah, like I was saying, low poly, you can kind of see the angles in that chair, especially when you lean closer to it, and around the edges where it's supposed to be rounded. So there's a little bit of low poly models, but it looks very, very pretty. I like how they do the metal, and I like the lighting, how it reflects off the floor. And when you lean from side to side, you can see the reflections moving on the floor. And like I said, I love the rain effect on the window and how it has this kind of frostiness. I heard myself drawing that time. I heard it happen. Am I just like drawing things with my hand when I'm not looking? Is that a thing I do? Is that like an irrepressible robot urge? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I have that clock over there. The resolution prevents me from seeing all the details of all the objects, so I can't like read the face of the clock. I can't see who that is in that other oval portrait over there above the coffee, above the hot water thing. There's a mirror there. I didn't notice that mirror before. It's you can't really see much in the mirror. It's very indistinct and low resolution, but it is very small and far away, so it's not a big deal. I'm not a big fan of how those bottles look, but it's not a big deal either. Like, I feel like they should be a bit more in darkness over there. But it is cool how they have that kind of glint to them. And I like those glasses hanging from the ceiling, how they're just a silhouette because they're way over in darkness. There's a lot of cool things to look at in this environment. And, like, every time I look around, I just see more and more stuff. Like, there's a coat rack over there. And there's a chalkboard by the door where they probably announce their daily deals. And there's just so much to see. And I can look down and see my robot legs and my robot feet. Check it out, check it out. I can see them in the reflection as well. Those are for my mobility, which was advertised in the advertisement here. Mobilité complète. This is just so cool. I'm not sure what that is way over there. Is that a... I can't read that. I think it says... Does that say sex shop? Kind of looks like it does. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe there's an adult shop over there on that side of the street. I mean, it's not like those don't exist in Paris. I have no idea. And right across from me, there's a blue sign, and I cannot read what the blue sign says. I think it says no play? No play? Something play. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do there. But it is a thing that exists. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's a gorgeous environment. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of these diorama or just limited sitting in one place experiences, because there's so much to investigate just looking around, and they're very comfortable experiences. You have none of the issues associated with locomotion or spinning around in space like in Elite Dangerous. So it makes it a great experience for anyone who's new to the platform, and the more we can get of those, the better. And I love how they can be peaceful and can just help you relax. And you know, not everything you do has to be a challenge or something that you get really worked up about and engaged in. Sometimes you just want a place that you can sit back and relax, and you know, listen to music and feel at peace. And this is the kind of demo that can definitely do that. And my drawing's done. So that's Café Âme. Let me know any thoughts you have about this demo. Definitely try it if you have a DK2. And let me know any... I'm hoping I'll get to try some of the Otherworld interactive demos, because this is pretty awesome. And after seeing this, I'm confident anything else they do is going to be pretty awesome. And so yeah, that's all for today. I will see you guys next time. And everybody have a great every day.